Hi. So this is the third movie review that I'm doing after Jaws: The Revenge and Savannah Smiles, and it's a film that well, it's not very well known at all. Um, when I was a kid, how old was I? 7 or 8. I taped this movie off the TV, and I thought it was great. No one's ever heard of it. No one knows this film. Nobody knows this movie. But I mean, I just want to talk about it. It's basically a film about the Loch Ness monster. It's called the Johnstown monster, and it was filmed in a place called Derg in County Tipperary in Ireland, where I'm from in Ireland. So it was filmed in County Tipperary with Irish actors, you know. And yeah, I taped it off the TV, and about a bunch of kids who look for the Loch Ness monster. And this is the video. And I drew this, right? Okay, I drew this when I was like 8 years old, whatever. There's a sticker saying 84, 83, whatever that means, okay? So can you see this? And I wrote this on the side, and I wrote this on the back. Now, on the back, yeah. Right here, when I was looking at the RTE guide in the early 90s, that's what was written on the magazine. So I'm going to read it out here right now. So I just wrote on the back of this video after I taped it off the television. And I wrote on the back of this, So I'm going to read that right now. Jesus. Nothing ever happens in Sleepy Johnson until featuring Conor Brennan, Simon Tully, and Rory Bally. Music by Harry something. Directed by Olaf Poole. And I read about Olaf Poole there just a couple of minutes ago. He lived to be 101, so good for him. Anyway, I drew this when I was a kid. Mad, isn't it? Look at that. Yeah, I'm going to be on I'm going to be on Zig and Zag. I'm going to be on the Den. When I was a kid, I did drawings like this and sent them off to the Den. Like if you're Irish, you know what I'm talking about. You know about the Den on RTE2. So you had the Den with Ray. There was Ray Darcy, and then before him was Dempsey, Ian Dempsey. So I had more Ray Darcy in my era in the right 91, 92. So I didn't send this off to him obviously, but God, look at that. I got the sun there with the sunglasses. Yeah, and I drew that monster there. And then I wrote that. I know it's like reflected. You can't see it, like it looks backward, look like a mirror version or something like that. And yeah, for some reason I wrote it as a man. I don't know why I wrote it as a man when it's actually not a man, it's just a monster. But anyway, I was like 7, 8 years old even. Jesus Christ. I mean, I drew this, Yeah, I drew that. Yeah, I drew it as a man, coming after these kids, I guess, like a serial killer by the look of it or something. But yeah, I don't know why I did that. I was small myself. I was only a little kid. That's funny. Yeah, it was funny. And the little feet kind of going. You see, like one leg in front of the other. It was cute. Yeah, anyway, so I would have taped that over something else. I actually have written here Goonies 1 hour. Now I remember I got it probably was around the same time I got the I got my best friend at the time, and he had a video of the Goonies. I could be wrong about this. I mean, I'm debating in my own mind. But he had a video of the Goonies, and I think he gave me that, and he wasn't interested in the video anymore, and I taped over it or something like that. And it could have been the Goonies video originally, but look, this is the Johnstown monster. See, I've the tape over here. Now I'm gonna take this back, and there's nothing here. Family mince pies on the other side. I don't rip around too much. And I got Frankenstein taped over. You see, remember I was talking earlier on in the other video, and Savannah Smiles video about how you tape over videos? Look, there's sellotape right over here, where my finger is. Let's see if there's anything. I don't think there is. I'm just gonna see if I got any scissors. I don't think there is. Here's the scissors. Just cutting the thing off. No, nothing. I think that's the back of a cereal box. Up there. So, yeah. So what I'm saying is I would have taped over it several times. I don't know what the original video was, but like also with Savannah Smiles, it's also got the white stuff on it. If you can see that, a bit of a reflection with the light and stuff like that. Yeah, you can see it right there, can't you? The white. There and there. It's not a video I haven't played in a long time. I mean, like, it looks okay there. When sometimes, like, my old videos, right, from the past, I remember I opened up, like, go like this, smell them. I mean, the smell, there's no smell really right now, but like, you smell like something of a house smell. You smell like something, like I said, a house smell. You smell something like that. You just open up the packet and just, that plastic covering air, and you smell it. You smell it, I mean, maybe it's just me, I guess. I'm just thinking maybe people my age, I'm 41. If you're my age, did you do that as well, or is it just me just smell it? I always love that, I just love that. Yeah. So the Johnstown Monster, Irish movie about the Loch Ness Monster. A great little film. I've only ever seen it, I think, on TV once. And then this would have been a video. This would have been a video box for something else. And this was paper. This is if you see the line, you can't see the lines there. This is from my school. I went to, I guess. There's lines here. There's blue lines here. It's a copybook. It's a school copybook. So I would have taken that. And then the middle part looks like there's some weird writing there. I don't know what the fuck that's about. But anyway, I basically put that together to keep it together, and that's just very hollow. You probably can't see the lines through it, no matter what I do, I guess, Anyway, maybe you can. Can you see the lines? Yeah, you can. You can, right there. The little blue lines. That's from a school book. A school copybook. When I went to school. And so yeah, I would have put them two together. This is kind of more tougher here, where I wrote the Johnstown Monster. This is all like just paper, but that's more tougher. And yeah, man, I still find it weird. I made it look like a man, but I was 7 years old, 8 years old at the very most, maybe 7 at the very least, 7, 8, and I did that. Not bad for a child. And I drew that myself. I mean, there was like on the RTE guide, right? All they did was like he wrote that stuff down, like nothing ever happens, blah blah blah. That's all I was given. I wasn't given a poster. I had no idea what the poster looked like, so I just drew my own poster. That's why I have the man, because before I saw it, I didn't know what the fuck. Like, I mean, but then I did draw that. But yeah, seriously, I don't know why I drew the man again. But I don't know. It's funny, you know. It's inventive, I guess. For a child. I mean, look at this. Like the sellotape is coming off. It's all yellow looking. Anyway, that's one video I kept, like Jaws and Savannah Smiles. No, it's a cute little film. I haven't seen it now, so I can't really tell you much more about it because I haven't seen it since the early 90s. I've not. I mean, it's probably somewhere online. I never looked for it, so it's probably up on YouTube. I don't know. I haven't seen it since I was a kid. So that's another one of those films I talk about as a kid. But I gotta love the son I done with the sunglasses and the smile. Yeah, I probably did that around 1992. I'm guessing. At the very latest, 91, 92. And this was an important movie for me to talk about because I loved this film when I was a little kid. I just don't remember a hell of a lot about it because I haven't watched it since then, but I kept it probably because I made the drawings. It's cute, isn't it? I love the drawings. I did that myself. I'm about to turn 42 in a few days. Like what date are we at now? We're at the 24th, 25th. So in about what? Yeah. I don't even want to think about my age, my date, my date of birth, and everything like that. It's just it's nice to have these films to have to look back on. The Johnstown Monster. So anyway, the film came out in October 1971. I was just reading it there a little earlier. And the guy called Olaf Pooley was the name of the director. He lived to be 101. He was born in 1914, died in 2015. I was just reading that up there recently, or not recently, but it was recently. It was only about 10 minutes before I looked it up. I didn't even know it was filmed in Tipperary. I thought it was filmed in either the west of Ireland or the north of Ireland. I didn't know it was Tipperary. But yeah, I mean, here we have it. I'm sure no one's ever heard of this film. But to me, it's something important because I mean, like I said, I drew all this myself. The Johnstown Monster nearly fell off me. The Johnstown Monster. That's funny. Yeah, it's based on the Loch Ness Monster, basically. It's a silly little film, but it's cute. Like, it's for kids. Yeah, so came out in the early 70s, 71. I remember when I was a kid watching it, I thought it probably was old as me, but it's not. It's a lot older than me. I don't have much more to say about that. This is yeah, I might give it a watch again myself if I can find it because I don't have a VCR to play the video, and this video is probably fucked with all the white stuff on it. So I think I actually do have a VCR, but I don't know if I can connect to my TV. And regardless, the video is probably in a bad way. Yeah, I might watch it again at some point, but all I remember is that it was a good film. It was fun to watch. you know, like kind of Loch Ness Monster kind of thing. You know, it was fun to watch. And yeah, I can't say I highly recommend it, but and I don't really remember it too well. But I recommend maybe just giving it a chance. And just having a look and see what you think. And yeah, just give it a chance, I guess. I'm going to give it another chance. I haven't seen it in a long time, but yeah. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. I don't know what more to say than that, but anyway, this is my third review, and hopefully I'll make another one. I've got other old films to talk about, and I'll just leave it at that. And thanks.